What is up? Welcome back to Weaves Guild. We're doing My Hero Academia chapter 318 called Dark Cloud. Jose, what did you think of the chapter?
I liked it. I kind of knew this was gonna happen though, exactly with the this ending.
I don't know. This kind of threw me off. So I thought, obviously, I didn't think we would see Deku get to this point so fast where he's just like literally
Exhausted.
overwhelmed, exhausted. Like, I thought that would be a little further out and we would kind of drag it on a little bit, like other animes and manga might have done. And then
But I like this. It's fast.
yeah, I'm loving it also. But I was also surprised that it was Bakugo that shows up.
See, I was like, it's gonna be one of the kids. It's gonna be Uraraka or something. But the fact that it's Bakugo, I was like, oh,
Well,
my boy.
we just saw Stain, so I thought that maybe we would be seeing Stain again.
I think Stain's gonna work with All Might.
Ooh, that would be cool if
I think, yeah.
like Deku and All Might kind of go separate ways for a little bit, and like because here's what I was thinking, all right, and this throws my whole thing out the window. I thought for sure Deku was going to keep going down that route and eventually get so exhausted, so overwhelmed that he would lead to the death of All Might or kill All Might himself. Like he would become so evil.
Same. That's what I thought it would be. It would be like maybe he made a mistake and somehow hurt him and just caused everything to topple over.
See, and that's why I'm surprised now that Bakugo shows up so quick and he's going to whip back like Deku right back down to Earth, like 100%.
So like I don't know. There's so much like in those panels towards the end we see the second user and Bakugo, and I'm like, is there a connection?
Dude, I thought the same thing. We've talked about multiple times about how there's this theory about they are possibly maybe some sort of connection thing going on, and they were both in the same panel, and I was like, why? It's the last page was just a little like, little suspicious.
So the whole time I was thinking about it, I was like, it could be that because Deku shared his powers with Bakugo, and if that stays as a canon bit, maybe a part of the vestiges are still there, and they're like, hey, you need to get to him.
That would be interesting if like, I would like that theory a lot more than like some sort of a weird time traveler situation. But I would kind of like if the movie, because it is canon, right? The second movie we're talking about.
Yeah, I believe it should be canon.
Which, like, if it is canon, which I do believe it was, then like all of that stuff that happened where he did use it, so he was a previous user, is a thing.
Yeah, but it's like I don't think he was long enough a user. He'd be technically the 10th user at that point.
Yeah, he would be the 10th user, which would make it a little bit weird. But other things I liked, I did like that the vestiges. How do you say that? Vestiges. Vestiges. That they're basically all kind of like, I think our feelings are like fucking him up too much. It's like it's really making him push.
And it's like as cool as Deku looks, he looks like a dark Deku. Like he's just full darkness, embraced the solo act and everything. Like even from the start, Endeavor's like, "Hey, dude, like I think you should like cool off," and this is coming from me.
Yeah, and it was really like you see him in action in this chapter, and he's like, "Jump down, hey, what's up?" Boom, 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 and even someone's like, "Oh my god, multiple quirks, you're working for All for One." He's like, "Nah," and then dips out. It's like, damn, Deku's being efficient as fuck.
He's not playing around. He's just in, kicking ass, and out. I love how I guess he has a hideout or something because he forgot his Air Force gauntlets.
Yes, and it was cool that like I don't know, this time Bakugo is kind of saving Deku. I kind of like that. It's a nice reversal, and like the point where Deku has gone like power. Like I want to be as powerful as possible, and then he fights an enemy where he's like, ooh, I kind of can't go full power because he's using all of these people, and like to the point where he's exhausted. He's like, I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I don't know. I don't know.
He's just gonna lay there while everyone just beats him.
And then Bakugo, the guy who has the explosion powers, is the guy who honed in and did like a really like precise shot.
Yeah, he did his little AP shot, his armor piercing one. And he just domed the guy.
Yeah. So it was interesting to see that's like the guy Bakugo, who's normally the power guy, the explosion guy, is now doing the precise hits where Deku was just like, oh, I got nothing. It's like,
well, it's crazy because I noticed he wasn't wearing his mask either. So does like no one care anymore, or?
Yeah, I'm sure most people know who he is, like at least villain-wise, especially if it's because the Dictator, which is one of the guys who escaped from Tarturus. So I would assume
he's controlling people.
I would assume that the assassins from Tartarus were at least filled in a little bit, and so he would know that. I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what happens next. Deku does radio, and we found him, or I found him, guys. So that means he is working with other people. So we're probably going to see a lot more of the other classmates.
Yeah, so I think Bakugo called it in, and he's just like, all right, he's right here.
So I think that'll be really, really good. I'm just so surprised. So there is a break next week. There's not going to be another chapter.
Mhm.
I am so surprised at how fast he's been going. It's been
I
crazy.
know. He's literally Deku right now.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. He deserves the break. He's probably like
Yeah.
Deku at the end of the chapter. He deserves the break because these chapters have been insane, and he's just been pumping them out.
Do you think Bakugo's gonna give him some like some hard love and
Oh,
just
yeah.
tough love and just punch him in the face and be like, "What are you doing?"
I think Bakugo is going to knock his dumb ass back down to earth. Like, that's going to be no problem.
I want to see Bakugo's new powers so bad.
Do you want to try and guess and see who the group is that shows up with Bakugo?
Is it gonna be Team Bakugo, which is Kirishima, Kaminari, and
I don't think it'll be just Team Bakugo. I think it'll be a mix. So I think
Uraraka
Uraraka is going to be there. I would say it's the team that showed up to save Bakugo. That would be my guess.
Yeah. I was gonna say Tenya will be there.
Plus potentially the guy Aizawa was training. I can't remember his name right now. Shinzo, is that his name?
Shinzo, yeah.
I would say plus him. That's my guess.
Or my boy Lemillion.
I don't think so. I don't think
I
it'd be
would love
Lemillion.
it though.
But it
I
is
would love
weird
it,
that we
though.
haven't seen Lemillion out doing stuff, you know? Like, what is he doing during this time?
I know, right? And then
'Cause-
they did mention that the overseas heroes are gonna come by.
Yes! I can't believe we forgot talking about that. Captain Celebrity, dog. Come on,
CC,
Captain
baby.
Celebrity.
CC.
I know they've been skirting around because, like, obviously Vigilantes isn't done yet, so they don't want to spoil, like, you know, who lives, who dies, or, like,
Yeah,
what happens to
the
people with
big bad
Vigilantes.
stuff.
But surely Captain Celebrity is not coming back at Vigilantes. His storyline's done. Let's throw him in, baby.
I hope so, dude. He'd be great.
He would be so good, and he was like one of the best characters, one of the best. And he's
I loved
perfect.
him,
He
yeah.
left. He could come back from the overseas. He would be so fucking good. They should show like something attacking Naruhata, you know, and then
Ooh,
Captain Celebrity shows
yes.
up else. Wouldn't that be so good?
Yes.
Oh.
The crawler.
Yep, so good. Okay, well, I don't really have anything else to say aside from read My Hero Academia Vigilantes if you haven't. Fantastic side series, especially because this is on break next week. So take that
Yeah.
break, read all of My Hero Academia Vigilantes,
Just
and
binge
come
it.
back. Yeah, it'll be just great. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for watching. Of course, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. You guys know all that shit. We will be back next Saturday, or actually not next Saturday. We'll be back
No,
2
we're-
weeks
we're
from now.
off next week. Yeah.
Yep. So let us know what you think. Who's gonna show up? What do you think's gonna happen to Deku? Is it gonna whip him back right into shape, or is he gonna still keep being an evil bitch? Who really knows? But let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.